YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here, back with the Baktria campaign. And I think as we last left off, I'm just waiting for a few men to retrain after the food shortage attrition. That has been solved. I now have enough food. That was a pretty stupid mistake of me, to be honest. I should have been paying more attention to that. My income is good, though, which is better than in my previous campaigns where it was pretty rough at a few points. I'm going to build a military wharf here so that I can build artillery ships. I'll have more food at the end of this turn, and yet more food again from these buildings that I've built up here in Gelanis. So at the end of this turn, I'll have considerably more food across my empire. So let us go ahead and think. I don't think there's a whole lot else that I need to do. Let's go ahead and end this. Well, I need to assign a skill. This commander here, or this spy in the army needs to, let's see, solicit trader zeal. I'm going to give him this one to get more campaign movement range. And let's end this turn. That army should be able to rebuild its ranks, and then I'm going to head out towards Media Atropatene, or however you say that. the Roxolani again coming forward trying to destroy me. I have fewer slingers this time because all my men are still damaged for whatever reason. It's probably because of the food shortage. And they have a number of armored horse archers, which is going to be trouble for me, but I'm pretty sure my towers can handle these guys. So I'll just put my slingers up there, let my towers and slingers do their job, and just do my best to hold out. I'm pretty sure I can do it. So once again, we're going to defend Sarai against the tattered remnants of the horde of Roxolani that are no doubt starving to death and freezing to death. Alright, the Battle of Sarai, take 2. Not going to be the most exciting battle, but we'll see what happens. So they are starting in a different position this time, but I'm assuming they'd probably be coming to attack the same spot. But I don't know if I can safely make that assumption. So I'll just kind of put my men at a halfway point here. Start the battle and see where these guys head to. Okay, they're going to head to that gate where they came last time.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Just putting my slingers up on the wall. Reinforcements are kind of coming from out there, so I'm thinking this will be a decent spot to put these slingers.
Defensive position.
Can't seem to get these guys spread out on the wall like I'd like them. At least not facing the right direction. Oh well, I'll get my slingers up there. If this cavalry does make it through the gate, I would be in trouble. But we're going to hope that that is not going to happen. There's not many of their cav, and they're going to be taking quick damage from these towers. Because they're going to have to try and burn the gates, which cavalry can do. They're going to be firing at my men on the wall, but as you can see, a lot of their arrows will actually just hit the walls and fall. It's pretty hard for them to get the right shot. Plus, my guys have shields, so there's a chance that they'll deflect any damage. Plus, these guys are using flaming arrows. So now I'm definitely taking a lot of casualties. The enemy general is likely to die. I don't know who the enemy general is. Probably this guy right here with the sword.
The enemy general.
Oh, the enemy general takes a flaming arrow to the face from the tower. Brutal. We got to see it pretty up close there. So here comes the enemy horse archers, and it looks like only 3 men surviving from that general. 2 men, 1 man. Will he make it? Nope. Dead to the last man in that unit. Alright, so here comes the mercenary Scythian horse archers, and then mercenary armored horse archers. And then there's a noble horse archer here, which is similar to an armored. The problem, let's see, these guys do not have shields. Just the general does right here, or the leader of the unit. It's not he may be, yeah, he's probably the general for this army. So he's the only one with the shield. We'll see if it does him any good. That is quite a few horse archers they're bringing up, but even if they manage to defeat my slingers, it's unlikely that these guys are going to have what it takes to bust through the gates, because those arrow towers are pretty brutal. Look at these guys just getting absolutely destroyed, these Sarmatian horse archers. They're going to be gone. I'm going to actually take my slingers out of fire, well, put them right back so that they'll pick a new target rather than firing at that routing unit. That's what I should have done with my ballista ships in the naval battle the other day, because I noticed when I would rewatch that naval battle in my Carthage campaign that my ballista ships weren't firing a lot of the time, because they're kind of glitchy sometimes, and that's something that I should have fixed. These horse archers are getting just destroyed. The noble horse archers will probably do a little bit better, but only moderately probably.
Killed him for it. Bloody hell! Steady on. On my command, unleash destruction.
Alright, so all the armored horse archers are under slinger fire now, and they're also under fire from the arrow towers, so this may not be real impressive because I only got 2 depleted units of slingers returning fire, and it looks like the AI is just sitting here taking it. I don't even see any of the horse archers firing. So maybe the AI is confused about what it should do at this point. Let's see. A little bit of repositioning going on here, but it may just be because of the casualties. Oh, there's some shots being fired now from this noble horse archer back here. But even with the armor, you can see these guys dropping rapidly, so the best thing to protect against projectiles is shields. Armor helps. Oh, that guy just took an arrow to the head right there in that horse. That was brutal. Yeah, so armor helps against projectiles, but it won't stop them. And health helps, of course, too, in the first couple of volleys. A shield is really what you need to effectively stop projectiles. I mean, you can see some of the stones bouncing off these guys if you're watching it in HD, but, you know, some of the stones obviously finding their mark as well. Oh, that guy just took an arrow, and I heard the, like, little juicy sound as it pierced him, too. Some fun sound effects in this game, really, when you get up close. This is gruesome, just watching these guys take it here. And take it they are. So a lot of them are routing now. The only thing that's left is this noble horse archer. And let's watch the enemy general. I'd like to see what happens to him, see if he makes it out alive, or see if he takes an arrow or a stone. There's stones. Oh!
The
Enemy general's dead. The archer tower took him down again, or a sling. I couldn't tell. There were stones bouncing off of him all over the place. So that's going to be the end of the Roxolani. I do indeed think that might extinct their faction, because their generals got killed there. It wouldn't bother me if it extincted their faction. We'll see what happens. Yep, that's going to be the end of the Roxolani in general. At least I think it will be. Huh. That other army of nomads is marching off somewhere. I didn't quite catch that. I need to check it out. It looks like they may have left an area where they were suffering attrition. Right now I'm just going to hold and upgrade Antioch. And then my goal will be to take out Media Atropatene, or whatever they're called. Oh, here's Media is attacking me out at Edessa. And I'll see if I can defend Edessa. I think we should be able to. Their army is not any more substantial than my own, other than the fact that they have a regular pikeman, and then, yeah, that's about it. I've got one less slinger, too. Let's see, is this really going to be worth watching, though? I don't really think so, and we'll just auto-resolve, because I've got a very high chance of victory, and... Get out of my city, turds. There we go. Beat them down. Look, here comes their allies coming after me. That's funny, because if their army is over here closer to Edessa, that means that these guys are going to be less, or more vulnerable back where I'm planning to attack them. So it's kind of funny. My army that's up in front is kind of acting as bait here, so it ought to be pretty entertaining. And I'm guessing I shouldn't have to worry about enemy navies on the Caspian. I hope not. But we're going to sail across the Caspian here. And let's see, it looks like I can make a landing here.
Going ashore.
And my fastest route's going to be right here.
Disembarking.
Okay. And then this army can eventually make its way up to reinforce my territory back in this area. Odessa is definitely upset. I'll try and build this building here. I hate using my food on it, but I do have enough food at the moment, so we'll go ahead and go down that route. I'm going to build a Holosideros barracks. Holosideros barracks, sorry. Holosideros. Saying that wrong. We'll go ahead and build it. And let's go check out my newly... Oh, these guys started marching back towards their own territory. It looks like they've crossed this river and are heading back to their own lands. But they're still suffering attrition, which is hilarious because that's their main army. My guys up here look like they are recovering, which is good. They were pretty badly damaged from attrition. And let's see... How's the conversion to Hellenic culture going up here? Oh, it's already well underway. Eastern culture is trying to rise, though, too, which is interesting. I wonder where that influence is coming from. +4 Hellenic influence, +3 food, +2 public order, +4 public order, 3 Hellenic. Well, I'd like to have the extra wealth and food, but I kind of need to just make sure that this place stays converted to Hellenic culture. It looks like we've got this place upgraded from that standpoint. So, we've gained control of this territory. Let's take a look at our empire on a map. So we've gained control of Scythia, Chorasmia, whatever this one is. I can't read it because it's covered in my cities, and Baktria. And then, of course, we've gained a foothold over here as well in the province of Syria. So it looks like we need to still take Palmyra and Tyros to completely control Syria. Oh, and also Dura. This is a four settlement province, and it looks like we would have to control Media here as well. And then this army is, of course, sailing across the Caspian, and we're about to be able to take these guys from behind, which ought to be interesting. Alright, so very much looking forward to this. This ought to be entertaining. Oops. I keep pushing the wrong button. My bad. My bad, folks. So, alright, let's get back to it. Here's my army at the south end of the Caspian. Don't think there's anything else I can do on this turn. I'm guessing that Media is going to be quite surprised here when I come through and give them a very quick raffle stomping. Look at those guys, now they're marching for Gelanis again. They are on the road, so they're not taking attrition. But if they continue to march towards Gelanis, that's good, because that's where I have my main force, and I can crush them. Whereas if they would have marched to Sarai, I would have been in a lot more trouble. But then again, we've seen that, well, of course, that's the army they had a ballista in. So yes, I would be in a lot more trouble, because they would be able to break the walls. And I would be in some pretty serious trouble. Here comes Media, whatever their name is, coming after Edessa. I can't stop this, so I'm going to let them have it. And that's fine. Again, remember, Edessa was just a spot that I needed to capture in order to retrain momentarily, and it worked out. They can come try and take Antioch from me if they wish, but these guys are about to get attacked from behind, which is why I don't care if they take Edessa. Oh, I forgot I have that mercenary veteran out there. I need to pull him into that army and let him do some training. Let's go take care of that. Advanced cavalry tactics. One of my generals dies. Ah, the one in Antioch. Oh well. We'll replace him. Here's a guy from the royal family that gives +5 wealth to all sources. One that does -10 religious building construction, +5 wealth. And here's another royal family man. Let's see, reduces slave population, +2 to the tariff, +2 public order, +5 war cry. I like this guy. We're going to take him, and we're going to put him in a Hellenic cataphract unit, of course.
Ready for orders.
And let's see, let's go out to Hatra real quick and find my dude here who lost his join order here. So let's send him up to do some military training. And again, just going to keep my troops in Antioch for safety for now until I can get better men in this army and make it a little more powerful. So let's see. That one reduces mercenary recruitment cost. And that one give us a royal barracks, which allow us to build everything. Let's see, we've finished a royal stable, so now we should be able to train cataphracts. I'm going to do this step to help my ships, because I do believe I'm going to have to get actively involved in naval battles here soon. This army has recovered for the most part. Just a few men need to retrain, and we have this army of the Orsoi, or whatever they are, coming after me. We should be able to take them out. 40 leather. I'm gonna go ahead and improve these structures in this province so to hopefully create growth within the province. I have enough food for now, so we should be safe. Let's see, let's go take care of this army on the Caspian.
It is an honor. You have further orders?
I should have taken these guys out of forced march. I'm gonna leave them where they're at because I don't want to get ambushed. I don't think that the Media Atropatene can see me here, so I'll just wait until the next turn and take these guys out of forced march. And I'm gonna recruit a mercenary for fun here. I'm gonna hire this mercenary Persian cav just so that we have some mercenaries. Carthage obviously is the best for hiring mercenaries because with some research like I've done in my Carthage campaign, they have the least cost and upkeep cost for mercenaries, which is cool because it's kind of historically accurate. Wow, check out these nomads sending 2 armies up towards Gelanus. So I will definitely make sure to go meet them in battle. I'll probably march out and try and take them. I don't want them to get away with all those forces. I'd like to kill them. Now you can see why I'm interested in building a navy at Antioch. There's a lot of naval forces around, and I'm going to need to be able to exert myself from a naval standpoint to protect Antioch. It's funny how everybody just turned the Seleucids into scraps. Looks like the opposing faction secured some promotion. And I don't have a whole lot of... oh, look, and I'm helping them gain notoriety by this general that's in Gelanus. So I might try and assassinate him. Because this guy's got some serious gravitas. Way more than I do. I could get him killed in battle, to be honest, and then I wouldn't have to screw with assassinating him. That's probably what I'll do. I'll just get him killed in battle. Let's see. Let's adopt some of these guys. So we adopted him. This guy's got pretty strong gravitas as well. We could bribe him to join our faction as well, but they've already got quite a bit of control here, so we'll just go ahead and wait for now. And yeah, I'll get that other guy killed in battle, and that should help us gain some more control so that we don't end up with an early civil war. I'm going to go ahead and just take Gazaka here. Ooh, where am I? A major force of Media here to oppose me. I have elephants and cataphracts, though. These guys have a ton of slingers, but all of these eastern infantry are terrible, and they can only survive for 1 turn. So I'm actually just going to encircle them and force them to come attack me, and that way they won't be able to lay in their protective area. This is the general that I need to get killed, so I believe I will do so. I don't know, it's quite a march out to their camp, though. All my guys are... Let's see, these guys are still in forced march. But if these guys are sitting here camped, I can take these guys out piecemeal. Oh man, it marched me off of the road in some points, so I took a whole bunch of attrition there. I'm going to go ahead and fight this one in person, because I need to make sure my general gets killed, so let's fight this. This is Heir's poor man's way of assassinating his general without having to suffer the loss of money and the nobles. So we'll see what's happening here. Let's go ahead and start the deployment. These guys should be in a fort. Sorry, I got someone from work chatting at me here. Make sure and see what they need.
Pikemen! Pikes at the ready! Form phalanx!
Alright.
Pikemen! Slingers!
Get my slingers ready.
Forever loyal! Ready?
Skirmishers are
As
ready.
you say!
And of course we were outside the reinforcement range
Patriots!
of the other army. And so I'm going to take this cataphract general and just charge him headlong into the fortifications there until he is dead. So, sorry folks, hold on, I just got to type a message to someone at work here. Alright, let's start the battle. And I will put this general on suicide cam as soon as we get closer, so that you all can watch him fall. It's going to be kind of like when Faramir dies on Lord of the Rings. It's too bad we can't, you know, play the same sad music and everything as Heir gruesomely sends this man to his death. Alright. So here we go. I'll just charge this unit that's up front. It's this young Axes. And I'll go into insert mode here. Spacebar so I can go into manual.
Our general is under attack.
He's under ballista fire is what you just heard there, because they do have ballista. And they're just some men just dropped there, 4 of them. So I'm sending my general headlong into ballista fire. Oh man, this is good. This is good. And here comes all the arrow fire.
Advance! Orders understood!
So okay, so my general is into melee combat now, where he'll actually do pretty well. But with all of the archer fire and being completely on his own, eventually the general will die. I wish I knew exactly which one was him so we could watch him die, but I certainly have a hard time telling who's who, and I doubt that we'll see him fall. But look at some of my guys have arrows stuck in them and then their horses. That'd be pretty cool. What'd be funny is if my general actually ended up winning this battle and I just made him look more heroic. Backfire in my face kind of thing. So my cataphract's definitely getting killed here. Those guys look so cool, the Hellenic cataphracts. An awesome unit.
The men are wavering.
Okay, my cataphracts are wavering. Hopefully my general doesn't make it out alive. That's going to be frustrating if he manages to run away. But they are getting chased by enemy lancers, so unless one of these guys is my general. Still haven't heard that my general's dead yet, though. Still haven't heard that my general's dead. There he goes. That must have been him right there. So Heir betrays him to his death. The most notable leader amongst the enemy or the opposing factions, and Heir sends him to his death. So that's how it's done, folks. That's how you get rid of an enemy player who's got just a little too much gravitas, or someone in your own faction maybe. So send them to their early and unfortunate death. So what I'm going to do now is just move up my slingers.
An entire unit has perished.
And this unit ran down all of my fleeing cataphracts, so that was to add pain to it. So it's kind of funny there. The enemy kind of gets a little bit of what they want, and I get what I want all at the same time.
And awaiting orders.
I am going to be under ballista fire here, which is going to be unfortunate. And we're almost out of time for this episode. This battle is going to be the end for this episode. Ooh, they've switched to explosive shot there. I'm going to start blasting some of my men. Those guys have quite a refire rate, too. I'm taking my my Baktria and Noble Cav over to this flank, and I'm going to try and bust in through this side while my slingers rain down death from the front. And my pikemen are getting hammered by this explosive shot. I'm glad that the AI isn't typically smart enough to be bringing artillery, because it's a somewhat effective way for them to get some kills. And as long as my elephants stay out of range too, we should be good.
Swift melee cavalry.
Okay, I'm going to take my Bactrian horse in. And then my slingers will be well within range here in a moment too, so I should be getting a lot of kills from them. Basically, I want to take my Bactrian horse in and see if we can silence that artillery.
We await your command.
And I'm going to get my hillmen ready to come up and fight too. I don't want to sacrifice my
Your orders.
don't want to sacrifice my good infantry, my pike infantry. Not that they're that great, but you know what I mean. So here comes my Bactrian horse, going to try and bust their way into the fort under a lot of missile fire here. But they should be doing pretty well against these mercenary lancers, especially since the lancers didn't get a charge. And my slingers are indeed raining death down upon the entrance to the fort.
Bactrian hillmen.
Some mercenary Sarmatian lancers coming out of the fort, which is interesting. I'm going to pull my pikes up to defend my skirmishers a little better.
Bactrian hillmen.
Some of my hillmen are already wavering because of the flaming arrows. My noble horse have
The men are wavering.
pretty much busted in over here. I don't know who's wavering at this point. I don't see any wavering. Maybe it was temporarily my hillmen.
Engage.
So my hillmen are busting through one side, my Bactrian noble horse on the other.
Advance.
And my noble horse should be doing quite well, since they're melee horse. Fairly heavy melee horse, too.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yeah, my Bactrian noble horse is running over these guys, and my hillmen have busted into the fort as well. Not to mention my slingers are still putting down quite a lot of pain.
Bactrians.
The ballistas are finished. Enemy horse archers are just trying to get away from my Bactrian nobles.
Cut for glory.
And I'm just kind of focusing on one unit at a time here. I'll split up with my hillmen and go a couple of different directions. So it looks like we are going to be able to pretty easily defeat this army, and then I'll start trying to make my way back to the city.
To charge.
And we should be able to retreat away from that other army if it tries to come after me, because I'm not sure I'd want to fight them.
The enemy general.
Well, I
is
could probably
dead.
still take them, to be honest, if they're mostly horse archers. But my guys have taken some damage that I'd like to recoup. Alright, so we've defeated the enemies, and that's going to be it for this episode. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.